Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. So, you guys will have a bonus reading on, well, you've got two bonus readings. You've got one reading that is your Love Celtic Cross reading for the whole sort of month of October 2017. You've also got on the site another bonus reading, how does he or she feel about me? So if there's somebody you're interested in, Cancerians, you know, whether they're in your life, whether they come and go, whether they're with you at the moment, you know, this is the reading for somebody who you are very much thinking about, very much still maybe got feelings for, whatever the case might be. That's the reading to check out, okay? Now, what I'm doing on this reading is I'm doing a general reading for the... Oh, I wasn't picking my nose, guys, okay? I was itching the side of it, just in case. Anyway, what I'm doing is I've got two more readings to do for you guys, okay? Now, it's going to be very, very quick. This is the general 1st to the 15th of October 2017 reading for Cancerians, and also what you've got is a love reading. It's very, very small though, 9 card, very quick love reading for Cancerians, and that is only if you are completely single. I mean, like, you're not still attached to someone, you're not looking out for someone, it's only if you're completely single. And I just thought I better do this reading because I'm not catering to absolutely everyone. I've catered to people who are attached, they're in relationships, people who are still in love with people, people who are perhaps, you know, attracted to a particular person, but I'm not actually looking at singles for singles' sake. So I thought I'd add on a very quick singles reading, okay? So everybody's covered. You've got a general reading just on general stuff. You've got a singles love reading, and also if you're in a couple or if you fancy someone or that type of thing reading. So everybody's catered for. Okay, let's do a quick reading then for Cancerians, 1st to the 15th. I'm sorry that these readings are quicker, it's just that I'm really busy and I'm trying to get everybody done and dusted and up, and it's been an awful lot of hard work, man. Okay, so let's have a look for you, Cancerians. So Universe Spirit, show me. Show me Cancerians, Sun and Rising signs. What's coming in for Cancerians, Sun and Rising signs in the first 2 weeks of October 2017? Show me Cancerians, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Cancerians, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Cancerians, Sun and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks in October 2017. Show me. Alright, so we're going to do a quick Celtic cross. We're not doing clarifiers this time with it, okay? Because you've got quite extensive readings on the channel, and they are... Whew, it's taken a lot of hours to get these done, but, you know, plus with all the personals and stuff, it's a lot of time, so, yeah. Alright, that's interesting. Whoa. Alright. Okay. You know, you look a bit down this month, Cancerians. What the hell's going on? What is going on? But you seem to get yourself back up there anyway. You do. You guys are the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Cups is you. You can be King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, King of Cups are Cancer, Scorpio energies. Queen of Cups in the reverse is somebody who often suffers from depression. She can be a drinker. She can be somebody who's a drama queen as well. She can be somebody who blames everybody else for the problems in her life, rather than looking into... The brilliant thing when she's in the upright, she's able to kind of sort through things, and she doesn't blame others. If there's any blame in a situation, she'll always blame herself, Cancerians, always. Okay, she'll always look at her own actions and she'll say, well, maybe I could have done that better, or maybe I could have done that better, or maybe I could have done that better. But she'll never look outside of herself and say, oh, well, that was that person's problem, or that was that person's, you know, they were to blame for that. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, though, does it. She's very, very sensitive in the reverse, and I get the impression that you guys are really sensitive here, because you're showing us your own sign, you're showing us your own card. Queen of Cups is usually seen as a Cancer. It depends on what reader or what school of thought you get. Some people will read King of Cups as a Cancerian. I've often read the King of Cups as being Scorpio, but I also read him as being a Cancer, male or female, and I've also read Queen of Cups as being Scorpio, Cancer, male or female. So I can read into, you know, you show up twice as far as I'm concerned in this reading. You can show up as many times as you like, you know, in a situation. You've even shown up here in the root issue. Give the Queen of Cups, though, in the reverse. There's a lack of direction, I think, with you guys showing up in the first 2 weeks of October 2017, Cancerians. I think that you guys, some of you might be suffering from a little bit of depression as well. I think that you've got a lot of internalised anger going on for some of you guys as well with that Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm not saying that you're being... I don't think there's any manipulation on your part here, Cancerians, but it's feeding through to your energies being the Three of Wands in the reverse. And the Three of Wands in the reverse is usually failure to launch stuff, okay? This is where You either stop waiting for something, or it means you don't see an outside vision. It means not contacting or talking to other people. It means, in a way, it's almost like hermit issues going on with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse, when it's in the upright, this is about looking to the future. It's about waiting for your ships to come in. This card represents successful ventures, business ventures, for example. But often this card in the reverse represents possibly not the right time for successful ventures, or things are not happening, or things are failing around you with that Three of Wands in the reverse. This is kind of unsuccessful business ventures happening here, okay? Or things are not, your rewards are not coming back from what you've been doing. And it's because you're the Queen. I think that the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups is an emotional card, it's your emotions that are affecting your energies in the first 2 weeks of October. So whatever it is that you're doing here, because this is the you now, so this is you, Cancerians. Whatever, so I'm so sorry if I'm sweating, it's just so bloody warm. It's actually not that warm, it's just that I've not been very well of late, so pardon me if I'm a little bit warm, it's just that I've been a little bit ill. But anyway, so this is you guys here, alright? And if I keep checking myself in my monitor, it's just that I know that I'm not feeling very well at the moment, so I just want to check that I'm not, you know, looking like a hot mess or anything, alright? You guys as the Queen of Cups, there's depression, you guys aren't feeling your greatest with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, and that's affecting you, because as a result of that, the energies around you with that, nothing is happening here with the Three of Wands reversed. The Queen of Cups, because they're emotional energies, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, your emotions often affect what is happening around you, Cancerians. So if emotionally you're deflated with that Queen of Cups in the reverse, if you are feeling a sense of depression, feeling down, demotivated, feeling sorry for yourself, which she often does when she's in the reverse state, then I feel as a result of that, what's reflected around you, the energies around you, Cancerians, are that nothing really is coming to fruition with this Three of Wands in the reverse. So this is the energies around you guys. And that's because the issue, the root issue, or the reason for this is the Hermit. Some of you guys are, I think that you might be going through some form of spiritual transition with this Hermit energy. I also feel that you might be, I also feel that for some of you guys, you might be going through a time of introspection or withdrawal, maybe with this Hermit energy here. You've got the Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Page of Pentacles in the upright means looking into the details of something here. It means needing to look at other options or other opportunities. And sometimes when this is in the reverse, this is about not looking responsibly or not being responsible enough. And I feel that for some of you guys, it might be that you have been, with this Hermit energy, you're taking something back. You're going through a slight withdrawal stage, in which I feel that there is a sense with this Page of Pentacles of letting the ball down. So now what you're not doing is you're not sort of doing the studying, or you're not looking into situations, you're not looking into the detail of stuff, you're not being meticulous, which is what the Page of Pentacles would do. You don't have this thing in your hand that you look at and you say, oh, what could I do with this? I'm looking at a new venture. It's almost like I'm seeing someone who is shedding any type of interest or any type of goal-orientated stuff. I just get that impression. And it's because your challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. Things have come to a standstill for some of you guys. I think maybe in business, finances, things have just come to a standstill here. Alright, for you guys. That's your challenge, which is why your focus is on the Three of Wands in the reverse, the energies around you. Alright, these are rewards not coming to you. This is failed business. Because remember, in the upright, this is a card about business ventures. When it's in the business ventures coming to fruition, attracting in people for business, attracting in interest, shit's coming in, things becoming more successful. In the reverse, nothing's really happening. This is about failed business ventures or lack of recognition for what you do with this Three of Wands in the reverse. You know, you're a little bit on the low here, I find. The most likely outcome from this is the Page of Cups, and this is about following possibly a new creative venture for some of you guys. It might even be that you get some good news coming through, or some support from a child or somebody who means really well. Coming in is this Six of Pentacles. So some of you guys might be receiving money or support with this Six of Pentacles energy showing up. You'll experience the Ace of Swords, some form of a mental breakthrough as a result of whatever support it is that you're receiving here. Cancerians, your hopes will be the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and that is really just a surrender. Okay, I think it's a hope. We could have read it as a fear, and the fear is just to give up. The Nine of Wands mean that you keep on holding on. You hold on in there regardless of everything. So the Nine of Wands might actually be a fear where you don't see the point in holding on to anything at all. And that's as a result of you guys being this Queen of Cups in the reverse. But the outcome shows the King of Cups in the upright. And I think that you guys are gaining balance. I think that you're gaining some form of emotional balance by the end of the first 2 weeks in October 2017. I mean, I am seeing, I've got to be honest with you Cancerians, I am seeing you guys being down. And I think that it's really affecting you. Something is really affecting you in the first 2 weeks of October 2017. I really do think it is. I might just get a couple of clarifiers and see why you guys are this Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm not going to get it on all areas because we need to keep this short and succinct. Universe Spirit, why is Cancerians the Queen of Cups in the reverse? Why are Cancerians the Queen of Cups in the reverse in the first 2 weeks of October 2017? Well, the Nine of Wands shows that you've been holding out for something here. Alright, you've been holding out for some good news maybe. Because you've got the Page of Cups, which is a good news card, and you can see the Nine of Wands here is holding out. So you've been holding out for some good news. I think you're depressed because you ain't got it. I think you're depressed with this Queen of Cups in the reverse because you haven't got the good news that you've been waiting for. Alright, we can't do clarifiers on all these areas, it will take too long. So I think that you guys have been holding out for good news, but the most likely outcome is you'll get it. This Page of Cups in the upright. What will this news be about? What is the most likely outcome, the Page of Cups? Why is the most likely outcome the Page of Cups for Cancerians? In 2 cards from the top of the deck, why is the most likely outcome the Page of Cups for Cancerians? Show me. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, alright. So, well, you're going to be offered something with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles usually shows some form of an offer coming to you. There are rewards showing here. Alright, the Tower card, it could mean that there's a breakthrough. Towers don't always mean breakdown. Sometimes they mean something surprising. Sometimes when you get the, for example, Knight of Wands and the Tower, it means a surprise visitor, for example. Okay, so Knight of Wands, visitor, Tower, surprise. Alright, so I think that you're going to receive something here. This Knight of Wands often represents receiving something. It might be finances as well. You're getting good news here because of the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles might be offering to help you with this Tower. So if you've got some problem within your life, you might be receiving assistance to help you with whatever that is with the Tower energy. You guys are going to be receiving the Six of Pentacles. So there is some financial aid coming to you guys, or there's some form of assistance. You're going to experience somewhat of a breakthrough, mental or physical or otherwise. Your fears will be the Nine of Wands, giving up at the last hurdle. But the outcome shows the King of Cups in the upright, and this is you guys. I feel that you're going to be feeling a lot better by the end of the first 2 weeks in October, okay? I can see that you guys are going through something here because you are that Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't even think that you're drama queens. I just think some of you guys might be extraordinarily depressed because you've been waiting on some news. I think the root issue is you might have been with this Hermit card. You might be going through some form of change, transitional phase. Hermits can also show moves as well. I think around this, with the Page of Pentacles reverse, you've just given up. You've given up the responsibility or even the motivation to move forward with certain ventures and certain things in your life. Because things almost seem, for some of you Cancerians, to be taking too long. There's the Knight of Pentacles reverse. It says things are stagnant. So I think that there is a point that in your lives that it's come to real stagnancy. Nothing is moving at all. However, that's why you don't see any rewards or fruition or changes or manifestations with that Three of Wands in the reverse. But the most likely outcome is you're going to get some good news coming through. And this might be because somebody's offering you something. They're giving you some form of reward or financial aid here. It could be helping you to repair something with this Tower or something like that. You guys are receiving the Six of Pentacles financial aid or some form of support. You'll experience a breakthrough. It could be communication or mental breakthrough showing here. Your fears are giving up at the last hurdle, but you don't have to because you're going to withstand the storm, Cancerians. You're going to get through whatever this thing is. It's a good reading, okay? So whatever is happening there, you're going to get through it, all right, within the first 2 weeks of October 2017. What we're going to do now, we're going to collect the cards back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick love reading. And this is just for you Cancerians who are single. Spirit, show me what's coming up for single Cancerians in the first 2 weeks of October 2017. What's coming up for love for single Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising sign? What's coming up for single Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? What's coming up for single Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Show me single Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the First 2 weeks in October 2017, show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards, concerns. I'm going to split the deck into 3, collect it back up, and we're going to start laying the cards. So the top cards are the past of the situation. Present of the situation. Future of the situation. Okay. Right, let's have a look at you guys in the past. There might have been there might have been for you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry about the noise. There may have been a fire sign individual around you, Cancerians, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a pretty damn sexy individual around you guys. Yeah, and you've had a very good relationship for some of you guys in the past with this individual with that 2 of Cups. And there was a real partnership here because you've got the 2 of Wands here. So you were definitely, the goal was to have a real partnership with whoever this individual was for some of you guys in the past. Right now, around you guys, there might be an earth sign individual, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn showing up here. But this is somebody you don't know very well, Cancerians. High Priestess shows up here. High Priestess, and you get it with another card, it says that there's a little bit of distance with an individual. So I think there was somebody in the past that you wanted to pursue. But for some reason, I don't know what's gone on with that situation. But in the present, you guys, it might be there's somebody else around you now that you're interested in. Single Cancerians, okay? But there's some distance here with that High Priestess energy. And I think that with the Emperor energy, this is really kind of putting up one's guard. There seems to be boundaries and for some of you guys, it might be distance. It might be in the workplace. Emperors can represent establishment, working places, but also putting up one's walls and boundaries. I'm seeing boundaries maybe between you and an individual here in the present. The future of this situation shows the Age of Pentacles. It might be that you guys are putting some hard work and effort. It might be that you're studying the individual here. All right. I think that you are putting hard work and effort into maybe stabilising the situation here with the King of Pentacles energy. Well, you've got the 5 of Cups showing here. Well, hard work and effort to succeed with that King of Pentacles, I think, will come to nothing with the 5 of Cups. I want to see what happened with this past relationship. It's weird, because you've got something here and then suddenly it jumps to something else. And I think that these are different characters. We had somebody in the past here, you've got 2 of Cups and 2 of Wands. It's about creating a balanced partnership between 2 people. So there's a person here in the past and you wanted to create a balanced partnership. But all of a sudden, you've got this Queen of Pentacles energy and there's distance here. Not unless this is the same individual. And it goes up. Queen of Wands is all about sexiness and, passion. But this is more about nurturing. So maybe there was sexiness and passion and the intention to build something for you guys in the past. And maybe in the present, this nurturing has become with the High Priestess pretty distant. Pretty stagnant maybe. Maybe there's barriers that have been put up here. This is for you guys that are single though, with this Emperor energy. Hard work and effort to maybe stabilise a relationship will end in loss. This wasn't meant to be for people who are in relationship. This is meant to be single. So what happened with the Queen of Wands, 2 of Cups and 2 of Wands in the distant past for Cancerians? What happened with this relationship in 2 cards, show me? Right, 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing separation here. Alright, so separation. I asked what happened with this relationship. I think there was something that you were pursuing here and it looked good. But I think that the 10 of Pentacles often shows severance or separation in relationships have brought about healing, I think, with this 5 of Wands. So this is why I don't think it showed any bad energy, because I think there's somebody that you ended something with, Cancerians, in the past, but I think you ended it on a good note, because you got the 10 of Pentacles, and though that's reversed and it's showing that the relationship ended, there was severance, there was fallout, I think things have been reconciled here with this 5 of Wands. I think it was for the best with the 5 of Wands reversed, which is why I think these cards were showing in the upright and not showing anything really bad. In the present, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Who is this? What's the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess and the Emperor energy about? Sorry, guys. I always take up the cards again if they do fall out. What is the Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess and the Emperor about in 2 cards for Cancerians? Right, you've got a King of Swords showing up here. Show me the next card with King of Swords, please. And Page of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. That's difficult. Okay. So, King of Swords is about emotional detachment. I think there's been a detachment in terms of studying someone here. Page of Swords in the reverse usually is a spy as well. Alright, this is somebody who's very interested in a subject matter, but there seems to be some detachment in watching or looking at something here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know whether this is somebody around you that you're distant from, or whether this person, because it's got a woman that's distant. Queen of Pentacles can be male, female, earth sign, high priestess who's distant. Alright, distant and puts boundaries up perhaps. So it's either Cancerians that you're distant or somebody else is distant to you and they're putting up some form of boundaries. I think somebody's distant towards you guys. I think you're interested in somebody but they're showing there's some form of distance. I think there's emotional detachment perhaps, maybe in communication or something like that with that Page of Swords. I don't think there's a bad vibe on this. Page of Swords is the need, when it's in the upright sometimes, to do some education, to find out about someone. I think in the reverse there's a lack of interest really with this Page of Swords. I think emotional detachment and lack of interest with that Page of Swords in the reverse. I think there's somebody around you who's showing a lack of interest for some of you Cancerians. And I think in the overall outcome it's saying that, you know, you'll be trying to work towards, you know, stabilising this situation, or you're working towards kind of getting this individual, this King of Pentacles energy, but I don't think it will work out. I think it will result in loss. I'm sorry that it's not a great reading, but that's what I'm seeing here. I think that there is somebody that you guys are interested in. I think in the past you had a relationship with someone and it was great, but I think that it's not showing us anything bad, because I think things ended with this 10 of Coins and the 5 of Wands in the reverse on a very good note. I think in the present there's somebody around you, but this person I'm seeing as being very distant and putting up boundaries. They're putting up walls with that Emperor energy. I think it's because they're emotionally detached from communicating with you, or they're kind of not particularly interested with that King of Swords energy and pursuing something with the Page of Swords, or even kind of, you know, educating themselves or finding out about you. I think somebody around you is not particularly interested, and I think that future-wise, you'd be looking to all the hard work and effort you've been putting into kind of stabilising this situation here. Investing in this situation is possibly not going to go in your favour for some of you guys. Okay, that's what I'm seeing over the next 2 weeks for Cancerians in terms of love. I would like to say, and that's if you're single, I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great day, and I will speak to you guys very, very soon. Take care.